way over to. Oh, hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you once again for joining us on the Neil the Deal show, featuring Neil the Deal himself, who is again going to cross the waters and land himself on the islands of Japan to talk about one of his favorite boxers. Take it away, Neil.
Hey, good evening, Graham. Nice to see you again, man.
Thank you.
Nice
You
to see
too.
you again, guys. Talking fight fans out there. Sorry about Friday. We had a little technical difficulty, I guess, but we're back. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about this Japanese. I've been checking him out the last couple of years. I really like him. His name is Ryōta Murata. Ryōta Murata. He was born January 12th, 1986. That makes him 35 years old. And he was born in Nara Prefecture, Japan. Interesting name. And his career has been started in 2013, and he is an active present fighter.
Cool.
So right now, he's been fighting in the super middleweight division and middleweight division. So he is a middleweight. And presently is the WBA super middleweight champion of the world. So he is a champion. Congratulations on that. That's awesome, Mr. Murata. That's great. He was ranked the world's 5th best active middleweight by Ring Magazine and 6th best active by BoxRec. So he's right up there at the top of the middleweight division, being a champion and being highly ranked. He's known, if you guys watch his fights, he's got some serious punching power, this guy, Graham. Big time. Really good punching power. He's a pressure fighter. He likes to push the pace. You know what I mean? He likes to get right in there, right in front of the guys, and throw his bombs. He throws some big bombs with the leather. That guy, and he has great combination punching, as you'll see in some of his fights. He once he hits him with that thunderous bomb, then he comes in with combination punches that are flurrying from all angles. So he's a really well-rounded fighter, and I really like him. He had an amazing amateur career. As an amateur, he had 137 bouts, of which he won 119 and lost only 18 fights in his amateur career, which is that's a lot of fights, really. 137, you know. And he started boxing pretty much in junior high school. Before high school, just a little bit before that, and he was being trained apparently by the trainers that were originally, I guess, ex-champions, ex-Japanese champions, and trainers that were involved with the Olympics and stuff like that. So he's learned from the best of the best over there, and that's why he's progressed to where he is. So as an amateur, guys, check this out. He captured 5 national titles, 5 Japanese national titles, won all Japanese amateur boxing championships 5 times as well. 2004, 2007, 2009, 2010, and 2011. So that's a pretty good stretch of winning those amateur boxing championships. Now in 2005, he won a bronze medal at the Asian Championships. In 2011, as an amateur, he won a silver medal at the World Championships. And also in 2011, he won a gold medal at the 21st President's Cup. We talked about that on another show, the President's Cup out there in Asia. It's a big tournament, I guess. And in 2012, this, I guess, was the crowning moment of his amateur career. He won the gold medal at the London Olympics in the middleweight division. So he is a gold medal winner, and he is also the first Japanese boxer. It's interesting. Since 1964 to win a gold medal at the Olympics. So congratulations on that. That's huge to be able to do that after so many years of them not having a gold medal winner in boxing. So he's got the pedigree, that's for sure. He's definitely got the pedigree coming up, and he's won a lot of stuff, guys. So definitely check out Murata. He's a heck of a fighter. Pro totals, he's had 18 bouts, of which he has 16 wins, 13 by knockout, and he only has 2 losses. which is pretty good. 2 losses, 18 bouts. He turned pro in 2013, and he signed with Bob Arum's Top Rank, and also a promotional company called Talkin, I believe they would be out of Japan. So they kind of co-promote him, those two. And as they usually are, his main fights have been primarily in Japan. That's why we don't see a lot of them out here. He's had a couple of fights, I believe, in China, a couple of fights in the United States, but the majority of his fights are in Japan so far, anyways. And he was Japan's first Olympic medalist to become a world champion. There's another interesting little tidbit there, eh? So good on him, definitely. October 2017, he won the WBA middleweight title against a guy named Rob Brandt. And then he lost the title. Funny enough, he lost the title in October of 2018. But he regained the title in July 2019 with a rematch against Brandt in 2019. So he won. Sorry, I believe he won the title, Graham. Then he won the title. He lost the title. Then he won the title, type of thing. You know what I mean? So one after another after another. So he in the rematch, that was a crazy fight, the Rob Brandt fight. I was watching that earlier on today, actually, and it was like Rob Brandt was going crazy in that first fight. In the first one, in October 2017, he threw 1,200 punches in the fight.
Wow.
1,200 punches, and it went the distance, right? So they just basically wore Murata, right, down with all the punching. And Ryōta, he dealt with it, but man, he was just worn out in the end by all the punches. But then in the rematch, he basically he knocked him out instantly in second round, knocked out Rob Brandt. It was back-to-back fights, and he threw 64 power punches apparently in the second round. I was watching a bit of that. 64 landed power punches, and then he crumpled Brandt, and Brandt was just knocked out. So he avenged that and took the title back. In his most recent fight, it was December 2019. He was saying that he hasn't been fighting as much because of the pandemic and stuff like that. He hasn't been able to find any fights to get. So, but he in his most recent fight, he fought a guy. Funny enough, Graham, Canadian guy. I've heard of him. Stephen Butler. He fought Canadian Stephen Butler, and Murata won that fight actually by TKO in the 5th round, and defended and regained the title. So he basically that was his first defense, I guess. So he's had some other notable fights that I watched that I really liked. You guys might want to check these ones out. Was Murata versus Bruno Sandoval. That was a really good fight. I like that one. Good knockout. And Murata versus Gaston Vegas. Vegas. I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyways, that was a really good fight as well. Now, as far as his future fights coming up, the only thing on the radar is he says he really wants to fight Triple G. Isn't it funny how everybody wants to fight Triple G and everybody wants to fight Canelo, but they didn't ever win. Like, they all want to fight these guys, but they end up never winning. So must be paydays, eh, Graham? It's got to be payday, right?
That's right.
So so he's they're trying to set it up because he is a world champion, and maybe later on this year, they're saying later on this year there was a rumbling about maybe even a New Year's Eve fight between Murata and Triple G. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So we'll keep our eyes peeled, right, Graham? Keep our ear to the ground and all that jazz, and see if we hear anything else about Murata in the near future. So yeah, thanks a lot for coming out, guys. Really appreciate it. Again, if you want to see a really good Japanese fighter, check him out. He's right up there with Inui and these guys of that sort. he's right up there, and he's a world champion out of Japan. So congratulations, and you guys, thanks a lot for the likes, the shares, subscriptions, all the stuff. Notification bell, bang that if you want. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All righty. Thanks a lot, guys. Have yourselves a safe evening. Thanks, Graham. Take care.
Thank you. Have a happy birthday.